Shabbat Shalom out here in the Upper Peninsula UP with Quimanin Falls. This is one of the lower falls. It's beautiful. Just listen to this. I don't get too close down there. Look at that. Hear that sound? Sound of nature. You know, the mem, the Hebrew letter M, the mem, the water. That's what it's talking about right there. Hallelujah. The whole earth declares His glory. Look at this. That's why it doesn't benefit you to play it safe. Like I was telling you when I started this journey to come out, the conventional wisdom told me, the conventional wisdom would advise me to stay close to the house, never to go that far away. They're kind of practicing your backyard. This is my first time out solo, and had I used conventional wisdom, I don't know if that we should even put wisdom on the end of that. Just say conventional thinking. I would not have experienced this. This is beautiful. Just listen to it. Yeah, I'm off the beaten path. Off the beaten path. That's the trail up there. Bridge. Beautiful, beautiful. But conventional wisdom would have had you looking at the same things you didn't saw before. You know, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. When you're going to switch it up? When you're going to change it up? When you're going to allow yourself to grow, to see something different, to experience something different. See, a lot of people, they know about the Most High. It's when you get to truly experience Him that you really start to love Him. And it says to love Him is to obey Him. How could you not obey the one that created this? The chief architect, the one who designed this. The one who said you can only go this far. Established the limits on the water. You know? Look at this. We serve the one who created it all. Who put those limits on you? Better yet, why did you accept them? Who told you that's all you could be? That's all you could do? Yeah, you made some mistakes. So have I. We'll make some more. So will I. But when you're going to start growing and evolving into living a life that you want to live, you know, there's a difference between what you want and what's available. And when you're truly living what you want, you'll make it available. You'll create the conditions conducive to it growing, to it flourishing. But in order to do that, I was looking at this tree. Look at these roots. They're deep. Look at that. Sometimes you might have to unroot some things in your life. You got to pull up some things. Some things. I think, you know, when I was going to flight school, I realized that you got to unlearn some things. And unlearning some things is harder than initial learning itself. Because at one point in time, the things that you learned, you thought they were profitable because it worked for a season. You thought it was the absolute truth, and it was just true in that situation. And that's where you got to deal with absolute. And the Most High He is an absolute Elohim. Like, He's true in all situations. He's sovereign. He sits high. Look, He sits high, and He looks low. And He's able to deal with all these things simultaneously. You can't overwhelm Him. You can't truly comprehend him. He's incomprehensible. He's unsearchable. He created this. Imagine that. Not only did he create you, but he created everything. Because all the things that's seen, the word says it was created by the unseen. So who put those limits on you? Why'd you allow them to do that? How long are you going to let them define you? When you're going to start becoming the man that you're capable of becoming? But some of those roots, they go deep. You just got to be careful. I heard a noise back there. So yeah, I'm gonna be careful too. Yeah, I got that handy dandy sidearm, but man, them snakes, you got to be accurate with them things. And I didn't got my staff. That's what I forgot in the truck. I was supposed to bring my staff out here. It's beautiful. But when you're going to start exploring life instead of just existing? Look at it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautiful day. Look at this. All this greenery. You started getting rooted in something that's of substance. Stand tall. You know, in the book of Psalms, it talks about the tree that's planted by the water. And that's the deer panteth after the water, so we should long for righteousness. I'm paraphrasing, but it's in the book of Psalms. This is where you see scripture come to life. Like this water is feeding all these trees. Like it's making the ground conducive to it growing. Like it's not going to be a drought. Like they're in abundance. They're getting the necessary substance. They're in the right environment. So the question is, are you in the right environment to be nourished? Are you in a place where you're malnourished, where all people got is critiques and criticism and telling you what you can't do and what they would do if they were you? And you got to get away from that. Sometimes it's time to take a step back and really appreciate who you are and who created you, whose you are. Once you truly understand whose you are, it'll be easier to step out. That sun is shining. It'll be easier. Well, I won't say easy because it's hard for everyone. You know, everybody thinks that they look at my life at the now moment and think like it's been easy my whole life. No. It's going to get hard. It has been hard. But if you avoid the hard things, your life will be hard. But if you go through the hard things, it'll make it easier. It'll make it simpler, but simple doesn't mean it's easy. All simple things are not easy. Some of the most simple things are the most complex. Like, who created this? We know it as water. The streams are flowing, and I know it got a source of a lake or an ocean. Who created that? That it's been flowing and flowing and flowing. Just the time I've been here is enough where it should be out. But it's been flowing and flowing since it's been flowing. Look at that. So I ain't gonna be here long. I'm gonna go to the higher falls here in a bit, but I just wanted to stop in. And now this is 3 videos, or is it 4? All in this series of 48 hours. But I'm back on my grind, back finding my way, staying on course, which is off course, like that narrow road, staying on that narrow road. Like I was talking to one of my best friend, Cam, shout out Cam, and we was talking about on my way up here about being on that narrow road. And he says the key to it is not just to be on it, but not to get off on an exit, because at any point in time, there's opportunities to take you off that exit. You can be on that narrow road of peace Somebody cut you off, and all of a sudden you then took an exit, and now all of a sudden you in cussing and confusion. You was on the narrow piece of solitude, and then all of a sudden you let chaos come in and disrupt your peace. That's why, some people say shalom, which is peace, which is cool, but shalom is peace, and it goes and it eradicates anything that distracts his peace, that's taken away from it. So shalom to you, that you're able to identify the things that disturbing your peace, not just to identify it, but to eradicate it. Shalom, that you may have true peace. The peace that surpasses understanding. And one thing you need to understand is that there's more to life than what your current situation says available. You just got to be willing to step out of your comfort zone, out of that place that you've grown accustomed to, that became your normal. There's no benefits of being normal. That's average. Who sets out to be average and doing just enough to get by? Wouldn't you accept that as being in the end thing of doing the bare minimum, but yet expecting the maximum? Where'd that come from? Where they do that at? Where they reward average at? Everybody you watch on TV, whether it be sports or actors, they're not average. If you like a team, they probably got a superstar on there that's been practicing and rehearsing his craft and making sure that it's all on point. That's not average. So you'll watch and you'll pay to go see the above average, but then you're going to live your life in an average state. Hey, let's eradicate these limitations, the people who try to define you, because once people define you, they can control you. They can, oh yeah, that's what he's going to do. That's what he always do. And they define you, and then they control you. But you got to be careful, even when they can't control you. Sometimes they'll try to control how other people see you. But sometimes it don't matter how other people see you. If your reflection is Torah and you striving, you growing, you maturing in your knowledge of the Most High, and you trying to be obedient, amen, we all going to see the Most High. And we're all going to have account for everything we did or didn't do. So let me get back on the trail. I'm going to walk to the other part of the trail. It was about a half mile, just under a mile walk out here. So you got to, sometimes it won't be where you can just pull up to. You're going to have to get off the beaten path and take a stroll. And you can see some of the finer things in life. It's your favorite Aki, having the best time of his life. Living life. Shalom, shalom.